students, in today's video we shall learn how to find out square root of a perfect square number easily in small steps, so that when you do this in examination you can solve it in fraction of seconds instead of doing the long method. By knowing these small tips, students, you will gain an edge over the other competitors in the exam by doing it faster. So let's see how to find out square root of a perfect square number. As we know, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, 10 square 100. And we need to know 11 and 12 square also. Now, basic 1 to 12, if you know the squares, you will see a pattern which is being formed. Now, numbers 2, 3, 7 and 8. Note, these numbers are never found in the last digits of a perfect square number. Can you find number 2, 3, 7 and 8 in any of these squares of 1 to 10? No. So, keep it in mind that 2, 3, 7, 8 are never found in the last digits of the square of any of the numbers of a perfect square number. Okay, main thing is of a perfect square number. Only the numbers ending in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9 will give us perfect square numbers. So how can you use this tip and trick to find out square root? Only if the number which is given to you is ending in 0 or 1 or 4 or 5 or 6 and 9. Okay, so they are the ones which will give you perfect square numbers. So you have to keep in mind that those digits which end in 2, 3, 7 and 8 will never be found in the last digits of a perfect square number. So when we are asked to find out square root of a perfect square number, first thing that you have to check is whether those numbers are ending in the digits 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Now, if we have the last digit is available only as 0 when the number is 0, 1 when in 1 or 9. That means 4 in 2 or 8, 5 in 5, 6 in 6 or 4 and 9 in 3 or 7. What does this mean, students? This means that when do we find 0? When the number square of the number, that means 10 square is 1000. That means this number is ending in 0. Now 1 you will find in 1 square and in 9 square. 9 square is 81, 1 square is 1. So last digit is available as 1 only when the number is a square of 1 or 9. 4 you will get when it is either 2 or 8, because 2 square is 4 and 8 square is 64. What are the last digits here, students? 4. Now, next you will see where will you get 5? Only when the number is a square of 5. That means 5 square is 25. Next, 6 you will find when the last digits are 6 or 4. Why? Because 6 6s are 36 and 4 4s are 16. Okay, so therefore only when it is 36 or 16 or so on, like when the last digit is ending in 6, then only you will get this perfect square number. Next is 9. 9 is 3 3s are 9 and 7 7s are 49. So last digit is ending in 49, 9. So 3 or 7. Only when the last digit is 3 or 7, you will get the last digit available as 9. Okay. So similarly, you have to remember this thing. Okay. You don't have to memorize it. You know the perfect squares from 1 to 10. Okay. 1 square 1, 2 square 4 and so on till 10. Keep this in mind and then we will start solving. Next important thing is, let us see what are the procedure or the steps followed to find out the perfect square. Now, first thing is, whenever a number is given to you, check the possibility of last digit number. Why am I saying possibility of last digit number? Because some numbers will have 2 digits as the last number. Okay, either a combination of 2 or 8 or 3 or 7. So first check what is the last digit number. Then after that, the second one will be strike out the last 2 digits. Third step, check the number to which the number square of the remaining 2 numbers or 3 numbers which are there are belonging to. That is the perfect square closer to the remaining numbers and less than it will be chosen. Now, we might get two last digit number possibilities also. Then what will we do? Then whichever is the smaller number, we will multiply the closest perfect square number with the next number after it and check if it is greater than or lesser than our given last two or more digits. So, with this, I have explained it to you. But when we start doing our exercise, we will get our concepts much clearer. So, let us start with a few examples to make your concepts clear. First number is 5476. So let us start with an example 5476. Now what is the first step you have to do? You have to identify the possibilities for the last digit. Now the last digit over here is 6. So there will be two possibilities. What are they? 6 and 4. Why? Because the square of 6 is also ending in 6, that is 36. And the square of 4, which is 16, is also ending in 6. So we have two possibilities for the last digit of the square root which we have to find out. Now that means this number will be a double digit number. Now we have to find out what is the next number which has to be filled up, whether it will end with 6 or whether it will end with 4. So after identifying the possibilities, we strike out the last two digits. After that, we will concentrate on the remaining digits, that is 5 and 4 over here. 5 and 4, we will find out it is closer to which squares, which numbers squares. That means it is closer to 7 square and it is closer to your 8 square. That means 49 and 64. It is lying between 49 and 64. Now we will find out which is the smaller number between the 7 and 8. It is 7. So this number now can either be 76 or it can be 74. Now we have to find out whether it will be 76 or 74. So now we will concentrate on 54. And after that we have taken 7 over here. So take 7 and multiply it with one more than whatever number this is. So 1 more than 7 is 8, which is equal to 56. Now we will compare 54 and 56, what we have got, and see which is smaller. Smaller is 54, so we will take the smaller number, 74. So your square root of 5476 is 74 is the answer. Now let us do one more example, students. Let us take 3969. What we have to do in this case? We have to identify the possibilities for the last digit. Now for possibility for last digit of 9, we have two digits, that is 3 and 7. Why 3 and 7? Because 3 square is 9, 7 square is 49. So the squares of 7 and 3 are ending in 9. In our given number, the last digit is 9. So we have to identify first the last digit possibilities. We have got two possibilities, 3 and 7. Next, strike out the two digits. Okay, and concentrate on the remaining digits. What are the remaining digits? 39. Now 39, we have to find out it lies between the square of which two numbers? It lies between 6 square and 7 square. 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, and 39 lies between these two numbers. Okay, next what you have to see, which is the smaller number, 6 or 7. 6 is the smaller number. So now we will have two possibilities, 63 or 67. Now next what we have to do, we have to take the smaller number 6 and multiply it with one more than 6. So 6 into 7 is 42. Now we will make a comparison between this 39 and 42 and see which is smaller. 39 is smaller, so we will take the smaller number of 63 and 67, which is 63. So answer is 63. Okay, now let us do one more example. 12996. Now 12996, identify first step is last digit. Last digit possibilities for 6 are two numbers, that is your 6 and 4. Now what we have to fill up here, we have to find out. After identifying the possibilities, strike out the two digits from the right side. Remaining 129 is left. 129 we will find out it lies between the squares of which two numbers. 129 will lie between 11 square and 12 square. What is 11 square? It is 121. What is 12 square? 144. So we can say 129 lies between the squares of 11 and 12. Now which is the smaller number between 11 and 12? It is 11. So it can either be 116 or it can be 114. So now we have to find out whether it is 116 or it is 114. What we will do next? 11 is there. Take 11 and multiply it with 1 more than 11. 11 12s are 132. Now what we will do next? We will compare 132 and 129 and find out which is the smaller number. 129 or 132? 129. So we will take the smaller of these two numbers. Which is the smaller of 114 and 116? It is 114. So 114 will be your answer. Okay. Now next example, let us see 6889. Identify possibilities for last digit. 9 has two possibilities. What are they? 3 and 7. Why? Because 3 square is 9, 7 square is 49. Both of these squares are ending in 9, so two possibilities are there. Next, strike out the two digits. Concentrate on the remaining digits. 68. Find out between the squares of which two numbers 68 lies. 68 lies between 8 square and 9 square. Why? Because 8 square is 64 and 9 square is 81. Okay. Now next step is we have identified 68. It is lying between 8 square and 9 square. Which is the smaller number between 8 and 9? 8. So take 8 over here, multiply it with 1 more than 8, which will give us 8 9s are 72. Now we will compare this number 68 and this number 72 and find out which is smaller. Which is smaller, 68 or 72? 68 is smaller. So now we would have written over here 83 or 87. So we will now write, because this number is smaller, we will choose the smaller number, that is 83. So answer is 83. We will see 83 is smaller or 87 is smaller. Okay. So what did we do first, students? We identified the last digit possibility and we saw that we have two possibilities for the number ending in 3 or in 7. Okay. Next we will strike out the two digits. Then we will concentrate on the remaining digits and find out it lies between the square of which two numbers. 8 and 9. Take the smaller number 8. And write 83 or 87. It may be either one of these two numbers. Next what we will do? We will take this 8 which we got and multiply it with 1 more than 8 when we get to a number 72. We will compare this 72 with this 68. Okay. And see which is smaller. 68 is smaller than this. So we will take the smaller of the two numbers, which is 83. Next let us do one more example, students. 1 5 1 2 9 is your number. Now identify possibilities for last digit. 9 we have 7 and 3. So the number can either end with 7 or it can end with 3. Why? Because 7 square is 49, last digit is 9, and 3 square is 9, which is also ending in 9. Next, strike off two digits. Remaining is 151. Find out it lies between the squares of which two numbers. It lies between 12 square, which is 144, and it lies between 13 square, which is 169. Okay, 151 is lying between these two. So your number can be, we will choose when we get with these two numbers, we will choose the lower number. Lower number is 12. So number can either be 127 or 123. Now to find out whether it is 127 or 123, we will take this small number 12, multiply it with 13. Okay. Now when we multiply 12 and 13, we get 156. Now compare 156 and 151. Which is smaller? 151 is smaller. So take the smaller number. So your answer is 123. Okay. Next, we will do one more example, students. 2, 4, 9, 6 and 4. Now there are two possibilities for 4 again. Okay. Last digit possibility first we have to identify. Two possibilities are there. What are the two possibilities? Which numbers, two squares are ending in 4? It is 2 square, which is 4, or 8 square, which is 64. So we have two possibilities. Okay. Either the number will end with 2 or it will end with 8, and we will have to find out the digits before this, what it is. Okay. Now for that what we will do, strike out these two digits, concentrate on 249. 2, 4, 9. Find out it lies between the squares of which two numbers? We know it lies between 15 square and 16 square. 15 square is 225 and 16 square is 256. Now, because 15 and 16, in between these two, 15 is the lower number, our number can be either 152 or 158. Okay, now we have to identify whether it will be 152 or 158. How will we do that? This 15 we will multiply with 1 more than 15, which is 16. And what answer do we get? We will get 240. Now we will compare this 249 and 240. Which is greater? 249 is greater. So we will take the greater of these two numbers, which is 158. So our answer is 158. Okay. So this is how you will do this square root problems. Number of examples you practice, students, the more you will be able to do it faster in your exams. I'll give you a very simple example. 2304. Identify last digit possibility. Last digit possibility is 4. So 4 we get in 2 square or in, what is the other number? 8 square. So our number can be either, it can end with 2 or it can end with 8. We have to find out the digits before this. Strike out these last two digits. We are left with 23. 23 lies between the square of which two numbers? It lies between 5 square and 4 square. That means it lies between 16 and 25. So now we have to identify. We got 4. 4 is the lower number. So 42 or 48. One of these two numbers will be our answer. For that, 4 into 1 more than 5 we will multiply, which is 20. Okay, now we will compare this 23 and 20. Which is greater? 23 is greater. Okay, so we will choose 48 as your answer. 48 is your answer. Okay, now let us do one more simple square root. 3136. Last digit possibility for 6 is in two cases. That is 6 square is 36. Last digit 6. And 4 square is 16. Last digit 6. So the number can either end with 6 or it can end with 4. We have to find out the digits over here before that. So strike out last two digits. 31 is left. Find out it lies between the squares of which two numbers? 5 square and 6 square. Because this is 25 and this is 36. 31 lies between these two. So we will take the lower number 5, multiply it with 1 more than 5, which is 30. Then we will compare 30 with 31. Which is greater? 31 is greater. So this could have been 56 or 54. Okay. So because this is greater than 30, 31 is greater than 30, we will take the bigger number 56. So your answer is 56. Okay. So this is how we will approach the square root of these perfect square numbers. Now, students, you have to first every day on a daily basis start memorizing at least the squares of numbers from 1 to 20. Then only it will be very easy. Mental maths has to be done in exam. Competitive exam requires you to be very fast and accurate. So certain things have to be at the back of your mind and at your fingertips, like these squares of 1 to 20 numbers. Okay, if I ask you 13 square, you have to immediately tell me 169. If I ask you 12 square, you have to immediately tell me 144. If I ask you 16 square, immediately you have to tell me 256. Okay, so this is how your efficiency will improve in competitive exams. Competitive exams means an edge above the others. दूसरों से ऊपर आगे चलना है आपको, 2 कदम नहीं 4 कदम आगे चलना है. तो उस बेसिस पे आप अपने मैथ्स को स्ट्रांग रखिए. उसके लिए आपको रोजाना प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा. मैथ्स सिर्फ प्रैक्टिस है. ठीक है, तो जितने भी टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स मैं आपके लिए वीडियोस में बना सकती हूँ मैं बनाऊंगी. इफ यू लाइक माय चैनल, लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब जरूर कीजिए. नोटिफिकेशन बटन ऑन रखिए ताकि नेक्स्ट वीडियो डालूं तो नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए. ऑल द बेस्ट स्टूडेंट्स, थैंक यू.